In this video, I'm going to show you how to add new data into the table. So we are going to use insert into statement to add new records. So we can add data to all the columns in the table or specific columns to the table. If you want to add data to all the columns in the table, the syntax is insert into table name, values, and open bracket followed by the values for all the columns. So if you want to add data to only selected columns, in that case the syntax is insert into table name followed by column names. So whatever the columns you want to enter the data, you can give the column names here, and then values followed by the values for each column that you have mentioned here. So please note that if you are going to insert string values, in that case you need to use single quotes. If you are going to enter numerical values, you don't need to enclose in the single quotes or double quotes. And if you are going to insert date values, you need to enclose in single quotes in the format YYYYMMDD. So let's see practically how to add data. Here I have the customers table. In this table we have 5 columns. So let me insert data into the table for all the columns. Insert into table name, values, open bracket. So the customer id is a string, so we already have the customer id 1. Since customer id is the primary key here, I cannot repeat the same value, so I'm going to give 2. And the name, address, email, followed by country. Let me run this query. So the query is executed successfully. So if you see the data in the table, the new record is added. So let's enter data for only the customer ID and country. So since customer ID is the primary key, it will not accept the nulls. So you should mandatorily enter the customer ID. Insert into customers column names. So the customer ID, comma, country, values, 2, comma, country name. So let's run this query. We have an syntax error saying duplicate entry because we have given the 2 already. So let me give 3. So the query runs successfully. Let's see the data in the table. So we have added data for the only customer ID and the country. All remaining columns are nulls. You can also insert data from the table, another table. So for example, we have another table. Select stuff from customers copy. So in this table we have two records. Let me load this data, customer copy table data into customers table. So to do that, insert into customers, select star from customers copy. So for now I will add only the uh, record 4, customer ID 4. We have the error saying column count does not match value count. It is because the number of columns in the customer copy table and the number of columns in customers table are not same. So in this case what you have to do is you have to mention the column names before. So I'm going to add the data for customer ID, comma. So in this table we have customer name. So we'll add the customer name and country values. Let me run this query. Since we are adding from another table, we don't need to enter the values here. So now the query executed successfully. Let me run the customers table and see whether the customer ID 4 is added. So if you see, customer ID 4 is added from the customers copy table. I think I have covered important aspects of insert into statement. Please let me know if you have any questions in the comment section.